Collecting Box with Danny the Puppet.
Hi, Danny the Puppet here, and we're going to be checking out one of the hidden gems of collectible stores in the Milwaukee area, Lost Trove Collectibles. It really is a hidden gem. The parking lot's not the easiest to get into. It's right here off of National in New Berlin, but it's going to be quite the store. It's one of the best ones in the area. Great prices, great selection. They're opening in a bigger room. As you see, we got to go through a gaming store to get there. It's going to be kind of neat. So let's check. You won't see signage right on the building because you have to walk through Gamer's Realm to get to it. But it is quite the store, I assure you. And here we are. Like I said, you got to go through Gamer's Realm to get to it. But this is Lost Trove Collectibles. A much bigger space than they were. They just moved in here today. One of the things I really love here is all the vintage toys. Take a look at that. Some nice vintage Transformers, because that's what most of you are watching when you look at this. But also some wonderful G.I. Joe selection as well. One of the newer things I've gotten into is the blockies, and you can see there's quite a selection of them here. Blind box figures, but the ones that caught my eye as I came in today, look at that big sound wave. If you haven't put one of these together, they're great. They're like Gundams, but they don't fall apart on you afterwards. I really like them. I don't know how long that's... They also carry a nice selection of recent Transformers, lots of Transformer Legacy figures here. There's also some of the newer ones down here. If you look, you can see some from the most recent wave, Alchemist Prime, Crasher. So a good selection, newer things if you're looking for that too. Some nice older ones in boxes here. I love these robots in disguise from the early 2000s. Some of the trains there. And look up there. There's a lot to see. Every time I come here, I always say I can't take it all in. And my wallet certainly can't take it all in because there's nice stuff. But again, the prices are fairly reasonable compared to a lot of the other collectible stores in the area. So this is by far my favorite collectible store in the Milwaukee area. This is probably my favorite part of the store. You can see a collection of many of the more recent Transformers out of their boxes. And some really nice prices on these too. Some of them I don't see at other places, even tables I see at Dairy Con, so it's kind of nice to see this selection. Ooh, anyone looking for Galaxy Shuttle? Nice figure there. And of course some from the more recent lines, Combiner Wars, Prime War Trilogy, and of course the Cybertron, the War for Cybertron trilogy too. Lots of good combiners too. If you're looking for combiners, I'm always a sucker for the good combiner. And as I mentioned the blockies before, there's a lot of blockies out of their boxes. So if you don't want to search for those hard to find ones, there's a good selection here. Ooh, reboot figures. That's a classic. Of course, anytime we visit a place, we like to do a walk around and just kind of take in everything they have. I'm going to take it slow because there's a lot to see here. And although I'm mostly a Transformers guy, there's a lot of other things here in the store. So take it all in. They're open about 1 p.m. almost every day and 12 o'clock on Saturday. And like I said, it's quite the place to go. So see if you're into Ninja Turtles, lots of Ninja Turtles. Some Masters of the Universe figures and some of the tie-in figures that they've done. And I love that they moved into a bigger location because there's a lot more space to see everything that's here. I gotta be careful though, I get stuck here for a long time when I come in because there's just so much to look at. So many wonderful things, and like I said, reasonable prices. Ooh, Baroness. I might have to come back and get a Baroness. Oh, that's the smaller ones, never mind. Okay, well. Take a look at all the G.I. Joe there. I know a lot of you are into G.I. Joe figures as well. And of course a lot of nice Marvel Legends figures too, if you're into the Marvel figures. What's the 3-0? Now take a look at this over here. There's also a nice selection of vintage comics, so if you're into comic books, even if you're not into action figures, this might be the place you want to go to. We'll look at the display shelves over here again. Some G.I. Joe figures up there. Lots of G.I. Joes. Ooh. Anyone looking for a low light? That's a good price for a low light figure. Low light's always been one of my favorites.